already? We're already dropping more music. VOLA are already back with their third single from Friend of a Phantom that's coming out on November 1st. It's not even been 2 months since they dropped Break My Lying Tongue after a nearly 9-month gap between the first 2 singles, so I was definitely not expecting it to drop this quickly. I did see on their Instagram that they announced a new single next week, but I really thought they meant next week with that one, not today, coming like 2 days after the announcement. They just threw up the link to the visualizer on their story as well. There was no official post on it, and it does technically say that it's coming out tomorrow, which I'm assuming means a music video, either that or it's coming on to streaming services tomorrow. But if they have the song out in any shape or form, I am all over that. So we're here, we're checking out their newest song, I Don't Know How We Got Here. It's only been out for 28 minutes on their YouTube. It's already got over 1,000 views. People seem to be loving it, but I'm not looking into it at all. I just want to go into this with a fresh set of ears because I'm so curious where they go from the first 2 singles. Both were very modern in their production, both were very heavy, very groovy, so I'm curious if they kind of strip it back a little like they did with Witness, where their third single was 24 Light Years, and that actually is my favorite song on that album, so I hope they don't leak too many more songs, maximum 1 more before the album, because I still want to be able to enjoy the album experience. There are only 9 tracks on there, but new VOLA is new VOLA. I will never complain. So let's just see where they take us with their third single. I Don't Know How We Got Here by VOLA, official visualizer. Let's go. Oh, I'm so excited. That synth is so airy and beautiful. Bass tone. Whew.
The boy was killed.
Oh shit.
In the arcade, the ice cream spilled down on the blade. 1,000 lights starting to fade.
Shit.
Down where he played.
Jesus Christ. This is dark.
A girl got lost in the old wall.
That vocal inflection.
Out by the
Jesus.
1,000 gold.
I love Adam's drumming so much.
Easing her fall.
Fuck. Jesus.
Hey, I don't know how we got so far down here. I don't know how the silence broke our ears. I don't know how we got so far down here. Choking so.
Oh.
I don't know how we got here. The birthday card flew into space.
The way that his delivery.
Cold and disgrace.
Asger is a different beast, man. Different breed.
Leaving this place.
This has to be one of their saddest songs, man.
I don't know how we got so far down here. I don't know how the silence broke our ears. I don't know how we got so far down here.
Ah.
Choking so.
Oh my god.
I don't know how we got here.
Shit.
I don't know how we got so far down here.
This is getting me, man.
Far down here.
Wow. As minimalistic as it was, that song brought some tears out of me here. Wow. I mean, just a beautiful song. Altogether, the way it was constructed, as I said, fairly minimalistic, but just the choice of the chords, the little details in the notes, just the something about the way they put it together. It really drags down on your soul. It feels like it's a song that's hard to escape from in a way. If you listen to it, that mood, it's sticking in me. Like it has its claws in me. These guys are special. Like they know if they want to inflict an emotion on someone, if they want to get their story out there, they will make the listener feel exactly how they want. But there's still always that little bit of room for interpretation with them in their concepts throughout the album, throughout their songs. And I mean, lyrics are pretty head on here, but it's intense. It's very intense. This was certainly one of the band's darkest instrumentals and most sad songs just in general. But as always, Asger was still able to come out and provide the balance because his voice is so sweet and angelic. It rubs everything in different ways. And that, honestly, that adds to the beauty of it because it's a little bit of a comfort blanket, but it's, you know, it's like the title says, I don't know how we got here. It's in that confusion of the unknown of it all, an unknown state of the world as it is. And we don't know where exactly we're going. There isn't much of an avenue. At least in this song, I'm not quite sure how the album builds or where this is in the album. That little balance with Asger, with instrumentals, makes that slight bit of melancholy. And in doing so, the vocals are just brilliant. The chorus is really what just gets all the emotion pried out of me, especially the little vocal inflection when he says, slowly, or forget exactly how it goes. In saying that line, choking slowly, but it has the sweetest delivery in the whole thing. That kind of acts as the hook, the chorus, and it's the most memorable melody. So if that is the most memorable melody that's sinking into you and that darkest punchline of the song, it adds to the desolation. And sorry, this is going to be one of my stranger reactions and thoughts after because I'm like shaking a little bit after listening to that. They really got the emotional impact there on this one, so I'm struggling a little bit to gather my thoughts. This is definitely an emotional punch of a song. There's less to dissect. It just feels very emotionally driven. I did love the synths in the intro and how airy and fluffy they were. It felt perfect for the song, and without being heavy, of course, kind of like I was saying, I think I was right about them stripping it back a bit for the third single after two fairly heavy singles. But that bass tone was so clear, so raw and rough, cutting through everything. It wasn't heavy, but it was emotionally heavy, and it offered that contrast again. There was lots of great contrast in the song. Nothing blended into each other, even though it is a very dreary song perhaps. The vocals don't kind of flush out, because that's something that in songs like this that are more intense, more emotional, you'll often hear vocalists in the genre kind of expanding out their lyrics. They'll just kind of go and meander on with it and just kind of drag things out. Everything is very same-ish, but you still do need a little bit of balance and a little bit of variety for it to have that hit, have it remain listenable, but still have the emotional impact. And so somehow these guys were able to make a song like that that truly has the emotional impact, but still has the catchiness and the melodies and the harmonies to carry it as a good modern progressive metal song. So just 10 out of 10 songwriting. As always, one of their saddest songs, and honestly, with how intense it is, I don't mind that it's that short. Again, I really hope there are some 5+, 6+ minute songs in the album, because as it's going, it's going to be their shortest album. But a song like this, and you know, as a single as well, you do generally release the shortest songs as singles, but yeah, this feels kind of more like a connecting of the story between different songs. So not surprised this one's shorter, and with how intense it is, probably best as well for the listenability. You know, if you're making a 6 or 7 minute song that is just devastating, as beautiful as it is, as powerful as it is, the numbers might not carry on quite as well. That was one of my emptiest experiences with my synesthesia as well with the song. The colors didn't have a lot of zing to them. They're fairly washed out. There were even some moments where I was seeing grays, forms of blacks and stuff kind of it felt like it was trapping me. It was a little bit of a claustrophobic synesthetic experience in a way. There wasn't a lot of brightness, but it was very moody, it was very swimmy, and just kind of moving around like water, trapping me in. But, you know, there was movement in it, but it didn't feel like there was much of a way out. It was, I don't know how they do it, but it felt like they were able to paint that synesthesia for me as well, exactly how they would want the song to have its effect on you. I think the colors had that effect on me as well. It's a brilliant song. And I think just off of the emotional impact and the way it's structured, as simple as it is, probably my favorite single so far. So much appreciation for them being able to make a song like this. One last shout out to Adam's drumming, because as everything else was so simple, that again added to the contrast because the grooves were so syncopated and interesting. It added a bit to that confusion in the whole message of the song and everything. It was fairly linear, but there were some weird offbeats, patterns, and plenty of details that kept it flavorful, but it felt necessary for the track. So, as always, extremely tasteful, utilizing all of the kit to his advantage, and just one of the best drummers out there right now. I just don't think there's any stopping these guys. They truly are the best songwriters out there at the moment. I don't think they'll ever put out a bad song, and I loved it once again. We will be back whenever they release either their next single or the album, but a great little surprise here to get this dropping today, and I thoroughly enjoyed the track. It was excellent. Let me know what you guys think, and now that we have 3 singles out, definitely let me know which one is your favorite so far. An incredible piece of expression here. I will see you guys next time.